Now, what is cancer? Cancer is an abnormal multiplication or proliferation of cells which are capable of invading the adjacent organs. Hello all, my name is Dr. Ammu. We all know that November 7th is observed as the National Cancer Awareness Day. Cancer is one word which causes anxiety, panic, not only to the person who has been diagnosed with cancer, but for the entire family. The journey that the patient takes along with the family is sometimes tiring, arduous, winding, and sometimes doesn't reach the desirable or a favorable destination. November 7th, we recommit ourselves to creating an awareness about cancer and also emphasize and advocate prevention, early diagnosis by screening, and proper treatment to reduce the morbidity and mortality. Why November 7th? November 7th is in honor of Nobel Prize scientist Madame Curie, whose immense contribution towards cancer. In order to honor her, it is kept on November 7th. Going by the global statistics, they say by the year 2050, the incidence and the death burden due to cancer will be 3 times what we face today. It could be either because of a change in lifestyle or increased pollution, etc., etc. But this causes a worrisome future for all of us. Now, what is cancer? Cancer is an abnormal multiplication or proliferation of cells which are capable of invading the adjacent organs. What are the simple symptoms that you notice which sometimes goes unnoticed and should be given significance? 1. Abnormal or change in bowel habits, alternating constipation and diarrhea. Okay? Discharge, either blood or mucus from different orifices like bleeding while passing urine or while passing motion, and bleeding from the nose. A sore in the mouth or an ulcer in the mouth which has not healed over a long time. A wart or a mole which suddenly becomes bigger in sight and unsightly. Nasal discharges which are blood tinged. Hoarseness of voice or persistent cough which doesn't get controlled with medicines. In addition to this, if you notice fever not responding to medication, loss of weight or loss of appetite, please take care of yourself. Immediately meet your personal physician and take a complete screening. Now, what are the things that you have to do to prevent cancer? This can be very superficial, but plays a significant role in avoiding major cancers. Number 1, healthy lifestyle by eating good home-cooked food if possible. Regular exercise, limiting alcohol, avoiding tobacco. Tobacco can also cause oral cancer and also lung cancer when you smoke it. Number 5, please take your vaccinations like hepatitis B and for young girls against human papilloma virus. Breast self-examination for women. This can be carried easily within the 4 walls of your room in your personal space. It needs no medical assistance. Just feel odd quadrants of your breast to see if you have a lumpy feeling. Okay? And the next one is go for regular screening, especially when you have a strong family history. For example, my husband and me go for checkups. More so, I push my husband to go for a checkup because his father had a colonic problem. Every 3 years, we do an upper GI endoscopy and a colonoscopy. Although he says that I push him to do so, I am satisfied that I am screening him every 3 years. The moment there is a cancer in the family, there is high incidence that the next generation, or skipping one generation, the following generation could develop the cancer. So people with family history should do the screening very often. Although they say cancer is happening in the old age, now we are seeing it in a much younger age. But the older age, we pass their symptoms very casually. When they say they are constipated, we just let those symptoms of that person go by telling that they are old. I feel it's very unfair. When an old person complains, even if it is to gain attention, I feel we have to do a complete screening of that person. Now, the staging of cancer. The staging happens sometimes, they all come in the later stages. If we are aware of the symptoms, cancers are completely treatable. Don't ignore your symptoms. The later the stage, it becomes difficult to treat. I'd like to conclude by saying that cancer has a can in it. And this can, we can beat the cancer by doing regular cancer screening and be aware of our symptoms. So November 7th is Cancer Awareness. Kindly undergo a screening and keep yourself healthy. Thank you.